All right, shalom, shalom, mighty shalom. I want to start by giving infinite honors and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harachakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last seconds of time. Kwam Yashala, mighty shalom. And this lesson is entitled, Rolling in the Spirit, Let no man take thy crown. Rolling in the spirit, let no man take thy crown. Lord willing, this message is edifying. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 11, red letters, Yahweh Shai speaking, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. It says, Behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. And it's also written in the book of Revelations that the Lord cometh quickly and he will give every man a reward according to his works. All right. And you can receive a reward for good. You can receive a reward for evil. And this is Revelation 22:12. Red letters, Yahweh Shai speaking again. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. So hold that fast which thou hast, which is this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, the names, the sound doctrine, all right, which stabilizes us, all right, and let no man take thy crown, because we're laboring, all right, to enter into that rest, which is the kingdom. We're laboring for eternal rest, for immortality. So there's nothing in this corruptible society, all right, that should be able to get in the way of our eternal salvation. Like Apostle Paul went into, I'm persuaded neither life nor death, angels, principalities, none of those things can separate us from the love of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. And as it says, hold thy fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. All right. Because wisdom is likened unto that crown. This is Sirach 1:18. The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom. And the scriptures say that, all right, fear leadeth to wisdom, all right? Fear is the beginning of wisdom and knowledge and understanding. This is Psalms 111:10. It says, the fear of the Lord Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever. So the fear of the Lord Yahweh, that's the beginning of wisdom. That's how the Lord will sup with you. All right, if you're abiding by this word. Okay. So back in Sirach chapter 1, verse 18, it says, the fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom, making peace and perfect health to flourish. Both which are the gifts of God our power, and it enlargeth their rejoicing that love him. So the fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom. As we just read in Psalms 111, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. It says making peace and perfect health to flourish, because wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, all right, is going to stabilize us in these times. All right, it's going to make us flourish. This is Isaiah 33:6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure. So a part of us, all right, and a part of the Lord supping with us is us fearing Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, fearing his judgments, being mindful of those things. The scripture say, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. All right. Shall there be evil done in the city and the Lord had not done it? So we know that these different judgments that are going out, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has sanctioned these things. So that makes us come to fear the Lord evermore. We're seeing earthquakes in diverse places, all right, famines, pestilences, all these different things, but they're coming from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That's an understanding that, all right, the rest of the world doesn't have. That's only given to the elect, all right? The rest of the world is just going through the phases of time, all right, thinking that it's just regular occurrences, thinking that these things are just happening by coincidence, but nothing is by coincidence, all right? The Lord has given us that crown of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for us to be able to understand these times and measure the time diligently and to know what's going on. All right, like the scriptures say, the desire of wisdom bringing forth to a kingdom. Let me get that real quick. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 20. It says, therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. Right, and that's going to bring us to the kingdom of heaven. Our desire of wisdom, which is coupled and which is rooted in the fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. All right, that crown of life, holding that fast to that which we have, because that's all we have. All right, the scriptures say this world is temporal. All right. We're not set upon the temporal things. We're set upon things that are everlasting. All right. It says, if your delight be in thrones and the scepters, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom that ye may reign forevermore. Right. So, like I said, this world is temporal. This is 2 Corinthians 4:18. It says, I start at 16. It says, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. That's right, that inward man. We look a certain way on the outside, but we're being renewed through that inward man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. We're laboring for that crown of life. All right, the Lord has set up men that pretty much you have them looking like the scripture said, the Lord's people are likened unto a speckled bird. All right, you got men young and old according to the flesh, but the Lord is focused on that inward man, just like it says, I believe in Samuel, the Lord don't look on the outward appearance. This is 1 Samuel 16:7. It says, but the Lord Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord Yahweh seeth not as man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord Yahweh looketh on the heart, which is the mind. All right, 2 Corinthians 4:16, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, all right, fiery trial, which is to try us, think it not strange, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory, which is going to be ultimately established in the kingdom of heaven. It says, verse 18, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. That's right, man. The kingdom of heaven, those incorruptible bodies, those celestial bodies, man. All right, that's eternal. That's forever. The things that we go through on this side, it's merely a test, man. All right, we got to hold that fast. Like the scripture say, gird thy loins like a man. Hold that fast to which thou hast, man. All right, which is this truth. So Lord willing, this quick here was edifying. Giving infinite honors and praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harachak Wadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, Kwame Yashala, Mighty Shalom.